Angel says, listen closely, your future spouse is struggling right now. They just discovered a truth about you that shook their spirit. Type 1111 to align with this revelation, because what I'm about to tell you will change how you see this connection. And stay with me, because later in this message, I will reveal the exact reason their heart is trembling when your name comes to them. They didn't expect this truth. They didn't expect to feel this deeply. They didn't expect to be this affected by you, but heaven says they now see something about you that they can't unsee. And it's pulling them into a place they were not prepared for. Your future spouse is overwhelmed. Not because you did something wrong, but because they realized something powerful, something they tried to ignore, something they tried to deny, something they tried to run from. They realized you carry a light, a truth, a purity, a depth, a spiritual authority that they have never seen before. You didn't show off. You didn't try to impress. You didn't pretend. You were just you. And the truth of who you are exposed the truth of who they are. Becoming Angel says they feel unworthy. They feel unprepared. They feel intimidated by the level of purpose you carry. But at the same time, they are magnetically drawn to you in a way they can't explain. They discovered you are not ordinary. You are not random. You are not temporary. You are not just a chapter. You are destiny. You are alignment. You are the one heaven marked for them long before either of you understood what divine timing meant. And this truth is breaking them open. Your future spouse is emotional. Your future spouse is restless. Your future spouse is confused in a way that leads to spiritual awakening, because they just understood something they weren't ready to face. You are the person who activates their purpose. You are the person who exposes their fears. You are the person who awakens their healing. You are the person heaven designed for their next chapter. They never imagined someone like you would see them, value them, feel something for them, or be spiritually connected to them. Angel says your presence triggered their transformation. You made them face wounds they hid. You made them feel feelings they buried. You made them confront the version of themselves they didn't want to admit still existed. This is why they are struggling, not because of you, but because of what your truth revealed inside them. They saw your loyalty and realized they weren't used to loyalty. They saw your strength and realized they weren't used to someone strong enough to love them fully. They saw your emotional depth and realized they had been living on the surface for too long. Angel says they discovered your heart, and it scared them because they don't want to break something heaven gave them. They don't want to mishandle you. They don't want to repeat old patterns. They don't want to approach you in their old version. They know they need to grow. They know they need to rise. They know they need to heal. They know they need to prepare. Because you are not a relationship. You are a covenant. And this truth hit them all at once. They realized you are the person that their soul has been searching for. They realized you are the blessing they prayed for. They realized you are the message heaven sent. They realized you are the answer. And that realization shook them, because they weren't prepared to meet destiny. Today, Angel says they are quiet because of this. They are distant because of this. They are emotional because of this. They are thinking deeply because of this. They are being spiritually trained because of this. Your future spouse is struggling because they know they can't approach you casually. They can't enter your life halfway. They can't love you with broken pieces. They can't give you less than they give everyone else. They can't hold on to the old version of themselves and expect to match your divine frequency. You have triggered their elevation. Angel says they are being pushed into alignment because you are not someone they can lose. You are not someone they can delay. You are not someone they can ignore. Your connection is heaven-ordained. Every truth they discovered about you came from God, not gossip, not assumption, not imagination, but revelation. They saw your spiritual calling. They saw your purity. They saw your emotional maturity. They saw your loyalty. They saw your purpose. They saw your purpose. They saw your resilience. They saw your destiny, and they realized you require a version of them they have never been before. This is why they feel overwhelmed. This is why they feel pressure. This is why their heart feels heavy. This is why they are seeking answers. They want to become the person who deserves you, not because you asked for it, but because their spirit won't let them approach you carelessly. The angel says there's something else you need to know. And this is where the message becomes deeper: your future. Spouse recently learned a truth about your past, a truth about your pain, a truth about what you survived, a truth about what you healed. A truth about how much you had to carry, and when they understood it, they cried. They cried because they didn't know you had suffered this way. They cried because they realized how strong you truly are. They cried because they didn't know someone with your light had gone through that much darkness. They cried because they now see you differently. They don't just love you, they honor you. This truth changed everything inside them. Them angel says your future spouse is being humbled, broken open, awakened, reshaped, rebuilt, prepared, because heaven refuses to let them mishandle someone chosen. Heaven refuses to let them bring old wounds into a divine union. Heaven refuses to let them enter your life without understanding your worth. They are struggling, but this struggle is divine. This struggle is purification. This struggle is transformation. They are learning how to communicate, how to express feelings, how to be honest, how to be patient, how to lead with love, how to show up consistently, how to protect your heart, how to be emotionally safe, how to be spiritually aligned, how to be the partner you prayed. 4 angels says they are not pulling away from you, they are pulling away from who they used to be. Energy is activating their growth. Your presence is awakening their calling. Your light is healing their shadows. Soon, very soon, they will reach out, not in confusion, not in fear, not in insecurity, not in hesitation, but in clarity. Angel says you will hear from them. And the way they speak, the way they show up, the way they express themselves, the way they honor you will reveal the transformation heaven is doing in them right now. They are becoming the partner your soul can trust, the partner your purpose requires, the partner your destiny is aligned with, the partner that matches your spiritual strength. The angel says their struggle today is your blessing tomorrow. Everything they are facing is preparing them for you. They discovered the truth about you, and that truth awakened their truth. Now know you are their future. You are their alignment. You are their spiritual equal. You are their answered prayer, and heaven is guiding them straight toward you, step by step, layer by layer, breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. Angel says their struggle is not a setback. It is proof that your divine union is getting closer, because when God prepares 2 souls, He always reveals the truth first. He always awakens the heart next, and then He aligns the timing type. 11:11. If you receive this, because your future spouse is not lost, they are being transformed, and they are coming toward you with truth, with clarity, with depth, with love, with purpose, and with the version of themselves heaven designed just for youth. Angels say they have been watching them wrestle with the weight of realization, because the truth about who you really are did not just surprise them, it convicted them, humbled them, awakened them, and forced them to acknowledge that God placed you in their life for a divine purpose far greater than anything they ever expected. And this awareness stirred something uncontrollable inside them, something they tried to bury under distractions, silence, routine, and old versions of themselves. But heaven says the truth keeps rising in their chest like a tide that refuses to recede. Because the moment they recognized your spiritual significance, their soul began to tremble with both fear and longing. Fear because they know they cannot approach you casually, and longing because their spirit